So welcome to you student. So today our topic is liquefaction of gases. So before starting this lecture, today we are going to deal with this liquefaction and the very interesting experiment which was conducted by Andrew. The Andrew experiment, this is the curve. Andrew took an experiment with carbon dioxide gas. He took volume in this axis and pressure, the variation on the states of gases on increasing, decreasing the volume and pressure. So before starting this Andrew's experiment, first of all we are going to understand what is the liquefaction of gases. So means suppose you have any gas. Okay, suppose this is a container in which you have put any gas. Okay, this is the gas molecule. So the distance between the gas molecule is large in comparison of solid and liquid. So if you want to convert it into the liquids, means liquefaction means the conversion of gas into liquid. So suppose the same beaker and you are convert this gas into liquid. So in case of liquid, the molecules will come closer in comparison of gas. Okay, now how we can convert the gas into the liquids? So easily we have two parameters, one is pressure and one is temperature. Initially if I increase the pressure, okay, if I increase the pressure means how we can increase the pressure? Definitely we can compress this. If this is the gas, if I am going to compress it with any piston, so the gas will compress, so it can be converted into liquid. So similarly, the second parameter is temperature. Okay, if I am going to decrease the temperature, means cool down the gas, it will convert into liquids. So simultaneously, if both these parameters will work, so it is very easy to liquefy the gas. Okay, for this sometimes it maybe happens that with increasing the pressure the gas can be converted into liquid, and second one is temperature. So on decreasing the temperature the gas can be easily comes into the liquid state. So sometimes simultaneously both parameters is required to liquefy the gas. So by these two parameters Andrew conducted an experiment. He took a gas as reference, that was carbon dioxide. Okay, so first of all what happens, he took the first one, look at the curve, first one at 13.1 degrees Celsius. This was the temperature, he put 13.1 degrees Celsius. So this one, this is the state of gas, this is the state of gas. Okay, now look at this, this is the volume. So initially what happens when the volume, this is the point of curve A. Okay, this was the volume is increasing in this way, so that means the volume is very large. So as we reduce the volume, so definitely you can say increase the pressure. If we decrease the volume, we can increase the pressure will be large when we are going to decrease the volume. So similarly at this stage the gases comes into the equilibrium with liquid, means this line indicates that the gas and liquid are in equilibrium, means this flattening curve indicates that this is the state of liquid and gas, this is the state where liquid and gas will exist in equilibrium, and suddenly the pressure is this, and on increasing the pressure after this is the state of liquid. So the gas is totally converting into liquids. So after some time he increased again the temperature, that is approx 21.5 degrees Celsius. So increase the pressure on 21.5 degrees Celsius, and this point 21.5 degrees Celsius. So what happens, initially gradually decreasing the volume, and this state This flattening curve will indicate that again liquid and gas will coexist in this state, and finally this is the state of again liquid. Means the carbon dioxide at 21.5 degrees Celsius, also on decreasing the volume, means increasing the pressure gradually, and at that stage the carbon dioxide will exist in liquid and gas state, and after this when we increase the pressure, the sharpened curve indicates that the CO2 will totally converted into the liquid state. And after some next experiment, the temperature he increased 31.1 degrees Celsius. So on this temperature what happens, this is the gas on decreasing the volume at this stage only this point, the gas is converts into liquid, and after that this is a liquid state. So what he observed that on increasing the temperature, this area of this curve, means the equilibrium state where the liquid and gas will exist in, this area is larger, this is smaller, and 30.1.1 degrees Celsius, this is the only this point, only for sometimes the liquid and gas equilibrium were existed, and after on more increasing the temperature approx 40, 45, 48 degrees Celsius, so the gas, there is no any kind of such equilibrium in which gas converting into liquids. Okay, I think it is clear to you. I am explaining in Hindi also. 31.1 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर देखा तो ये जो एरिया था कर्व का ये ज्यादा था, मीन्स लिक्विड एंड गैस यहाँ पर इक्विलिब्रियम पर एग्जिस्ट कर रहे थे, उसके बाद लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट हो गया. तो जैसे जैसे टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज किया गया 31.1 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक तो देखा गया कि एक छोटा सा पॉइंट आया, मीन्स कुछ छोटा सा टाइम के लिए ये लिक्विड एंड गैस इक्विलिब्रियम पर एग्जिस्ट कर रहे थे. उसके बाद जब हम 31.1 डिग्री सेल्सियस से ऊपर गए टेम्परेचर पे, एंड्रयूज का एक्सपेरिमेंट है, तो हमें कोई ऐसा स्टेट ही नहीं मिला. फर्दर आप कितना भी प्रेशर बढ़ा लीजिए फिर यहां से गैस कन्वर्ट होना स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुई. जो टेम्परेचर, तो ये एक ऐसा टेम्परेचर आया कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के लिए जहां पर गैस क्या हो रही थी, लिक्विफाई हो रही थी. उसके ऊपर का टेम्परेचर आप कितना भी लगा लो, गैस लिक्विड स्टेट में कन्वर्ट नहीं होगी, मींस गैस लिक्विफाई नहीं होगी. तो इस टेम्परेचर को बोला उन्होंने क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर. क्या बोला स्टूडेंट, नोट करेंगे, मैं भी लिखा भी दूंगा इसको, क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर. दिस टेम्परेचर इज नोन एज क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर. तो क्या हुआ, द टेम्परेचर अबव विच गैस कैन नॉट लिक्विफाई, द टेम्परेचर अबव विच गैस कैन नॉट लिक्विफाई, हाउएवर द प्रेशर इज अप्लाइड. मीन्स वो टेम्परेचर जिससे ऊपर आप कितना भी प्रेशर अप्लाई कर लो गैस लिक्विड स्टेट में कन्वर्ट नहीं होगी, उस टेम्परेचर को क्या बोला गया, क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर ही बोला गया. ठीक है, तो सिंपल आपने देखा कि जैसे जैसे हम टेम्परेचर कम कर रहे हैं तो गैस लिक्विफाई करना आसान हो रहा है, और जैसे जैसे प्रेशर को बढ़ा रहे हैं तो भी गैस लिक्विफाई हो रही है. बट एक ऐसा टेम्परेचर जिससे ऊपर आप चाहे कुछ भी प्रेशर अप्लाई कर लो गैस लिक्विफाई नहीं होगी, गैस विल नॉट लिक्विफाई, हाउएवर व्हाटएवर द प्रेशर यू अप्लाइड इज नोन एज द क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर. Okay, I think this Andrew experiment very clearly explained in your NCERT book, so refer this NCERT book for the understanding of liquefaction of gas. So I think it is very simple and clear to you. तो उसको नोट करेंगे कब, फिर मैं आपको कुछ एक दो टर्म जो है जो क्रिटिकल कांस्टेंट होते हैं, जैसे क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर हमने ये देखा, देन वी विल एक्सप्लेन क्रिटिकल प्रेशर एंड क्रिटिकल वॉल्यूम. ओके, नोट करें. ओके, सो दिस इज द सिंपल एंड्रू एक्सपेरिमेंट. Now we are moving our 2 or 3 critical parameters. The first one is critical temperature. So first I am going to explain. Note down critical temperature. Critical temperature. This is indicated by TC. Okay. So what is critical temperature? The temperature above which gas cannot liquefy, however the pressure is applied. However the pressure is applied. Okay, on the gas, okay, the temperature above which, so you can easily understand it with the help of this previous curve. So this temperature is known as critical temperature. So the second one is critical pressure. Second one is critical pressure. Critical pressure, it is represented by PC. Okay, now the required pressure at critical temperature, अभी आपने देखा जो कर्व हमने प्लॉट किया था, उस क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर पर जो प्रेशर था, यानी कि क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर पर वो रिक्वायर्ड प्रेशर जिस पर गैस लिक्विफाई हो जाए इज नोन एज क्रिटिकल प्रेशर. सो द रिक्वायर्ड प्रेशर, इसको लिख सकते हैं, द रिक्वायर्ड प्रेशर एट क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर टू लिक्विफाई द गैस. यानी क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर पर मींस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के लिए 31.1 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर जो प्रेशर रिक्वायर्ड था जहां पर गैस लिक्विफाई हो रही थी, दैट प्रेशर इज नोन एज क्रिटिकल प्रेशर. एंड द थर्ड एंड लास्ट पॉइंट रिगार्डिंग दिस लिक्विफिकेशन ऑफ गैस इज क्रिटिकल वॉल्यूम. क्रिटिकल, यू कैन से क्रिटिकल मोलर वॉल्यूम, critical molar volume, or you can say simply critical volume, VC. Okay, VC. Now what is this critical volume? Suppose the amount of gas is 1 mole. Okay, suppose the amount of gas is 1 mole, the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas at critical temperature and critical pressure is known as critical molar volume of gas. Okay, now you can easily explain it. The volume occupied by 1 mole of gas, the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas at critical temperature and critical pressure. तो क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर और क्रिटिकल प्रेशर पर 1 मोल गैस जितना वॉल्यूम ऑक्यूपाई करेगी उसी को क्या बोलेंगे स्टूडेंट? क्रिटिकल मोलर वॉल्यूम. तो यहां से हमारे पास 3 टर्म आए, टीसी, पीसी और वीसी. सो दिस टीसी, पीसी, वीसी टर्म आर नोन एज critical constants. These are known as critical constants. So note down it. I'm going to rub it. So TC, VC and PC means critical constant. So we have 3 critical constants. So one by one we are going to understand it. Okay, no need to solve these critical constants. So there are TC and PC and VC. So this is critical temperature. So you can easily understand it. This is 8A upon 27 RB. This is critical temperature. And PC is equal to A upon 27 B square. And third one VC is equal to 3B. So these are the critical constants. So no need to derive these constants from the derivation. It is not required for you. Only you can remember it. So just learn these 3 constants: critical temperature, TC, PC and VC. Okay. So in which A is known as van der Waal constant, B is also known as van der Waal constant. तो A क्या था? इंटरमोलिकुलर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन फैक्टर को शो कर रहा था. B क्या था? B साइज फैक्टर. साइज डोमिनेंट है, वो इंटरमोलिकुलर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. तो एक अट्रैक्शन डोमिनेंट है, एक साइज का डोमिनेंट है. So it will depend on attractive forces, intermolecular forces. B depends on size. So later on when we will study about some critical constants and van der Waal equation, the different parameters of it at low volume, at high pressure, low pressure, moderate pressure. So you can easily understand what are the significance of A and B van der Waal constants. So this is very simple liquefaction of gas. I hope you are very clear. So tendency of liquefaction of gas means what is the tendency of liquefaction of gas? So one small topic, just for few minutes we will complete it. Tendency of liquefaction of gas. Tendency of liquefaction of gases. So what is the tendency of gases to be liquefied? Means easily liquefiable gases, those gases which are easily liquefiable gases have means greater intermolecular force of attraction, have greater intermolecular force of attraction. Means the gas which have greater intermolecular force of attraction will easily liquefy. Okay, means intermolecular force of attraction means the factor in van der Waals constant A. If the more the value of A, means more easily liquefiable will be the gas. Means liquefaction of gas will depend for A. If the A is greater, so means more easily the gas will liquefy. The gas will liquefy. So for example, suppose you have given some gases, for example SO2, NH3 and H2O and something. So the value of A will be given to you. For SO2 the A value something will be given, NH3 A will be given, H2O the A will be given, or whatever the gases, CO2 whatever. So just for which gases A will be greater, means for example A for SO2 is larger, so it will be more easily liquefied, such gas. Okay, so such liquefaction of gases you can easily remember the A, van der Waals constant. The greater the value of A, more easily will be the gas liquefied. So this is the liquefaction of gas. I think this is very clear to you. So make your notes properly. So we will meet on the next video. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.